Will letting Pete Alonso walk cost the Mets? Honestly, listen, this is All Things Mets, where your latest Mets media, everything you know about the Mets on the channel. Definitely do me a favor, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into today's topic, and that is Pete Alonso, discussing if this subject right here, if letting Pete Alonso walk, does it cost the Mets in the future? Now, we're going to get into overall Pete Alonso's stats, what he has done. You know, this guy, man, Pete Alonso, I'm not going to tell you. I'm a fan of Alonso. I like Alonso. I like what he has done for the Mets. I like what he brings to the Mets. You know, when you think of the Mets, when you think about Pete Alonso, you know, Pete Alonso has been in the league for at least 5 years. You know, this guy has given you consistent power every single year. You know, this guy, Pete Alonso, is a guy that can hit you over 35 to 40 home runs, to get you over 100-something RBIs to 130, 140 RBIs. Listen, Pete Alonso is very, very talented. He is very, very talented, but he is 29 years old, right? He's 29 years old. He is going to be a free agent after the 2024 season. It seems like the David Stearns and the Mets, they don't want to extend Alonso, before free agency, and they want Pete Alonso, to not be extended just yet. You know, they don't want to, give in on what Pete Alonso wants. And Pete Alonso wants a 10-year contract. He wants Aaron Judge money, and he's probably not going to get it. Honestly, listen, Pete Alonso's a really, really good hitter, a very good power hitter, one of the best power hitters in all of the league, honestly. But is he worth 300 mil? Is he worth 270? Is he worth 280? You know, is he in the Aaron Judge conversation, or is he in the Matt Olson conversation? Now, I'm gonna tell you this: Pete Alonso is with the Mets, he's the identity of the Mets right now. You know, this guy, when you think of the Mets, you think about Pete Alonso. When you think about the Mets being successful, you think about Pete Alonso, because Pete Alonso is not, he's a power hitter, but he's also a really good guy. You know, he donates to a lot of charities. He does a lot. He's a good guy. He's a little goofy, at times, but definitely he's someone that you want, to be a part of your organization. And the Mets have Alonso right now. Are they going to have Alonso in the 2025 season? I don't know just yet. I think that, listen, Steve Cohen, David Stearns, they want to keep Alonso, but probably at a 7-year price and maybe 200 mil or 210 mil, or maybe 230 at most. But I don't think they'll go 270, 280 with Pete Alonso. I think Pete Alonso is what was his problem is that he really only brings that bat. And when you think about Pete Alonso, and when you think about first baseman Matt Olson, he brings a good glove. He brings a bat, and he's a little athletic as well. What does Pete Alonso really bring other than that bat? Not much. And that's what I feel like the Mets are hesitant on extending Pete Alonso for, because Pete Alonso is not the best defender at first base. We know that. He's never going to be a really good first baseman, a defender, like Anthony Rizzo. He's never going to be, a Mark Teixeira. That's never going to happen with Pete Alonso. He just is not going to happen. But he's a guy that works his butt off. He's a guy that works very, very hard. But he's just not, he's just not that valuable other than his bat. And that's, I feel, the problem with Pete Alonso, and, making him a big time offer for 10 years with Pete Alonso, because, this guy is 29 years old. His health has not been an issue, so I would say health is a good thing for Pete Alonso and for the Mets, because Pete Alonso has not been injured a lot. The only last previous year in 2023, he had an injury because they hit him in the hand. And yes, he did hit 217 in the batting average. He had 46 home runs. He had 100-something RBIs. But this guy still is valuable. Yes, he had a down year in 2023. but this guy is a guy that you want on your team. The Mets want this guy on the team. When you think about the Mets, like I said, you think about Pete Alonso. And what Pete Alonso brings is that power, but that's really big in a lineup as well. It's really big. You need that power in that lineup. And when you think about power hitters, the Mets really only have the big-time power hitters of, Pete Alonso, Francisco Alvarez right now. Now, Francisco Alvarez is going to be a part of this organization for a very long time. But he's not even close to being, in free agency. So there's no point of extending him at the moment right now. But Pete Alonso, this guy's going to walk. And is it going to be the situation? Is it going to be the same time situation that was with Aaron Judge? Let's say the Cubs or some other team going to offer more money and Pete Alonso's going to stay loyal to the New York fans and stay with the New York Mets? Now, when you really think about it, you think that Pete Alonso, he loves the Mets. He loves New York, right? So why would he leave? But if he gets a big time offer, if he gets a better time offer, I don't know if he's going to stay in the New York Mets. So the New York Mets, they're not the New York Yankees, and the New York Yankees are not the New York Mets. I don't think it's the same situation that it is with Pete Alonso and that it was with, Aaron Judge like Pete Alonso. I don't think it's that same situation. So I think that Pete Alonso loves the Mets. He loves New York. But the Mets don't value Pete Alonso to give him a 10-year plus contract like he wants. And to me, I don't think Pete Alonso should get 10 years. That is crazy to me because he's 29 years old. He's going to be 30. I don't know exactly when is his birthday, but he's going to be 30. So what, you're going to sign him for a 10-year deal? That is crazy. Now, the Mets want to keep Pete Alonso, but are they going to go that far and give him a 8+ year contract for Pete Alonso? I would go probably 7 to 50 mil. That's what I would go for Pete Alonso. Now, if he wants more than that, he can walk. He can get out of here. He can go to some other team because there's no way I'm giving him more than 7 years. He's about to be 30 years old. He's 29, but he's about to be 30 next year. So why would you give him a 10-year plus contract? That is just crazy. That is just crazy. And when you think about contracts these days, you think about people signing 10-year, 11-year contracts, and they're going to play till they're like 38. I think we have Francisco Lindor until, he's like 37. So, listen. I think Pete Alonso, it makes sense why David Stearns and Steve Cohen, did not extend Pete Alonso, before the season. There's still time, but I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't think it's going to happen. David Stearns coming into this new organization, coming into the president of baseball operations, new position for the New York Mets. First time ever, and he's saying all the right things, but he's not saying that I want to keep Pete Alonso going forward. He's saying that, yes, he likes Pete Alonso for this season. He likes the guy, but David Stearns doesn't have any emotional attachment to Pete Alonso like the Mets fans and, the Mets do. But David Stearns doesn't have that attachment. He does not have that attachment. So I don't know if it comes to money, I think Steve Cohen is going to get the job done with Pete Alonso. He's going to try to extend him. He's going to try to sign him. He's going to try to pay him a lot of money. But the years is the problem. Because you're not going to give Pete Alonso 10 years. You're not going to give Pete Alonso 9 years. And I don't want to see even 8 years with Pete Alonso. But I love the player. I love the guy. I love what he has brought to the Mets. I wish he was a little more clutch in situations. But this guy is one of the best power hitters in all in all of the Mets records. In all of the Mets history. He has an opportunity here with the New York Mets to be the best Met in such a long time. This guy is breaking the Mets records, man. Breaking. And I don't know exactly what's going to happen, But I hope that the Mets, and I really do hope that they get Alonso for maybe 7 years to 250 at most. But that's it. That's the final offer. That's all he's getting. If he wants more than that, like I said, he can walk. Let me know what you guys think about Pete Alonso. Are you, a fan of what the Mets are doing? Would you have extended Pete Alonso already? Would you have given him, maybe 8 years plus? I personally would not have. But, that's why I love baseball, man. That's why we talk about it. And yeah, man, this is All Things Mets. If you enjoyed the video, definitely do me a favor, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, this is All Things Mets, and I'm out of here, y'all. Stay blessed. And happy Valentine's Day as well.